My name is Sarah. I am the owner of Denim and Rain. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, I am an artist. I do both paintings and watercolor, gouache, pencil drawings, but then I also create resin artwork that I then turn into stitch markers and other things that knitters and crocheters and fiber artists can use with their yarn. Last year I vended at Flock Fiber Festival here in Washington State. It is based out of Seattle, Washington. I did kind of like a vlog throughout the entire process, and I decided I'm going to do that again for 2024's Flock Fiber Festival. Now, as of right now, I've just applied to Flock, but I've decided to start planning. Now, it isn't even 2024 yet. It is currently December 30th of 2023. And all this week I've been kind of like putting ideas on paper, and so I've decided why not go ahead and start this vlogging process now and kind of share my thought process as we go through the whole thing. It was a lot of fun last year to do that. I will be better organized hopefully this year than I was last year, because I did lose some footage I had taken. I couldn't find it, that I found it like a few months after the fact. So the goal is to be more organized this year. So my thoughts going into Flock 2024 are a mixed bag. Last year I was blown away. I sold out of certain things really quickly, and I wasn't anticipating that. I had a line at a couple of points going out my booth. In that moment, my stupid card machine wasn't syncing up. It was, I swear, always that first transaction. This time I'm going to do a few transactions before we open. Learn from my mistakes. Anyhow, it wasn't working. I got it working. I look up and there is a line out my booth. Terror takes over. My heart was pounding. I was so freaking nervous. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting one or two people to mingle through. No, I had a line, and the anxiety was so high. I was so freaking nervous, like at the fact that I had this many people in my booth. The anxiety of like, are they finding what they need? I can't really leave them because I have to help the person in front of me. And then at one point my sister smacks me because she was there with me, and she's like, Sarah, there's a line. I'm like, shh, I know. I was like so freaked out. I was like, shut up, you're making it worse. I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna have a panic attack right now. We're all good. So, going into this year, I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. It's like so flattering and so amazing, and I can't believe that I had a line like that. So going into this year, I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen again, because it was so anxiety inducing. I like one or two people at a time. Large groups of people stress me out. So we will see. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. If it does, holy cow, wow, I am very appreciative. This isn't a like, oh my lord, get out of my booth type thing. I'm so grateful and appreciative. I just don't know how to handle it. So I don't really know how to prepare. I've done this before. I've done this show before, but it's its second year. It's a new location. I'm not really sure how many people are going to be there. Is it going to be more because people are like, I want to be there, I want to be a part of it? Or will it be just like the same amount? Will it be less because some people like the people who came are like been there, done that, and then other people aren't interested? I don't know. And then will people shop from me specifically because, well, maybe they've already shopped my booth and have no interest in buying anything new? Or I don't know. I just like to overthink these things and make it more complicated probably than it is. So yeah, we will see how this year goes. I'm excited, nervous, mostly excited though. So yeah. Flock 2024, I am coming for you. Yay! Okay, let's get to work now. All right, so it is June, end of June, and I actually have a different collection going live today. But I've done with all that work for that collection minus the shipping once orders actually come in. But I have free time now to work on flock. So I've actually, like a month ago-ish, I poured these markers. They've just been kind of sitting in this container taking up space, but now I need my containers to start pouring new things. So my plan is to pour stuff, fill up the little containers that I have. Once the containers get full, sand and put findings on them, put them on backers, price them, and then kind of repeat this process until I have enough stock. So I'm currently working on these sheep. And these ones are actually based off of the painting I had done, which I can't remember if I've shared or not. I'm not sure if I've actually talked much beyond the intro video, which I don't know where it is. Last year I had this problem. I created this really fun vlog and I couldn't keep track of the footage. It's fine, I'm sure I'll get it figured out. But I have, let me go grab it. Okay, so I have this print of a painting, and then I've also created a sticker with it and a hand-painted marker. There will also be painted tote bags and notion cases with this specific flock design. This is kind of going to be my flock design for 2024. I really love these speckled faced sheep. I forget the breed name. It's completely escaped my brain at the moment, but I really like them. They're so cute. So I wanted a design, and then I got carried away and I made prints and stickers and markers and notion. I'm making all the things, but I love it. It'd be kind of cool to, like, you know, collect all the little items of the collection. So today I'm working on the sheepies. I've got them all on findings, and now I just need to stamp some backers so I can put them on backers, because I went to grab my backers. There was a whole stack of them, and then realized only the top one was stamped. I thought it was a stack of fully stamped, but they're not. I was also trying to decide if this particular design should have its own special stamped backer, and if I decide I want to have like their own special backer, I need to carve the stamp for that. So I kind of need to do that now because I have them all laid out here. They're all over the table. So I just cleared my table, made it all clean, and then I made a mess of it again. So I need to get all this stuff off my table because it will not fail. These nice little organized piles that I have will not be organized if I leave them here. I'd like to say it's just because of my kids, but it's also because of me, because I'll set something down on the table and then it gets shuffled, and then next thing you know, I've got a big mess. So I need to go look at the stamps that I currently have, see if there's anything that I feel like will match with these guys. I don't know. I'll look and then work on either carving a stamp or taking one of those existing stamps and stamping them. But I'm hitting that same struggle I had last year where I don't know how much stock to make. I just got, in the vendor portal, there's like a portal for just the vendors, and I went through there and saw like where our booth is supposed to be. It's not been publicly announced yet, and it's not an amazing spot. It's not a bad spot. I don't think there are really any bad spots really, but it wouldn't be my first pick. I was really, really hoping for a corner booth, like so desperately bad. And they're not at the point where they're taking requests for corner booths. So I was really crossing my fingers for a corner booth, but it didn't happen. That's okay. It was silly to think that that could happen. But I'm not really near anybody that I know. I mean, yeah, I don't really know anybody that I'm near. I should have thought beforehand to request to be near like some people that I'm doing a collab with. I'm working with ZZ Textiles and Stitch Witch Fibers. I don't know why that name just escaped me, Jess. But I didn't think about it, and now it's probably too late. That's okay. But we're doing a collaboration, which I'm very excited about. I have not started it yet, but I need to get started on it because it's going to have a couple of different things. One will be a painted marker for each of their collections. The collection's called Duality, and it's like art and photography. Two things that I love so very, very much. When she talked to me about this collaboration, I was like, yes, me, I wanna, yes, just yes. So I'm doing a hand-painted stitch marker for each collection, following inspiration photos that they had shared with me. And then for each of their collections, they're gonna select their favorite colorway from their respective collections. And then I'm going to paint a watercolor sheep and have a little resin sheep that is like the colorway. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah, I should have like maybe thought like ahead of time to request to maybe be near-ish them, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just nervous about it because there's a lot more vendors than there were last year. I think it's not quite double, but near. It's a lot. There's going to be more attendees. So it's like a balance of, yay, there's more attendees, so maybe you'll make more sales, but also there's more vendors, so, I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, like, how dare they, like, there's enough to go around, but I'm at that point of, how much stock do I make? Like, last year I sold out of a lot of things, like, so I should probably make more, but there's more vendors, so am I maybe going to sell a little less? But there's more attendees, so am I maybe going to sell more? I thought this year would make it easier because I've already done this, but now I'm in that same decision paralysis point that I was before. So, welcome to my crazy brain. A lot of it comes from insecurities, not gonna lie. I'm just very insecure about like people liking my stuff or not. So yeah, that's just where I'm at mentally at the moment. Freaking out, not sure how much to make. So like these little guys, I currently have 20 made. I don't know if people are going to like them. I plan on starting to share some of my product this next week. Not this week, because this week I'm going to be shipping out product and stuff and working on product. So I'm thinking what I do is the following week, start sharing product, getting my feelers out there for what people really like and what they're really vibing with, and then making more of that product. I really hope people like these. They're so freaking cute. I currently have 20 of them made. I think I'm going to make 20 more. Last year, I made 35 of my Seattle special one, which was the exclusive to Flock, and it sold out immediately. But it was also a Seattle. It had like a Seattle skyline in it. So maybe people would like that more than they'd like this, but like it's also the Flock exclusive sheep. So again, here we are in my crazy brain who's insecure and doesn't know what to do. I guess you'll find out at the end of this video how it went. And if you're screaming at the thing saying make more, people aren't gonna like those. We'll see which one of those is right. So yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna get back to it. Chop chop. Let's get to it, people. Focus.
What?
Okay, it is Wednesday. No, Tuesday. The days are a blur. I have 2 more days of getting ready. So today I'm saying it's my last day to pour any resin. So today I need to paint up these Washington markers, which will have the Mount Rainier on them. And then I found some backers that I've poured with no paintings on them. So I'm gonna paint some of these with just, I think some florals might be fun. Yeah, but I have all of these guys over here ready to be put together, but I ran out of my lever backs. I only have a few left, and so I panic ordered some from Amazon. I don't normally order a lot of my like products from Amazon just because the quality isn't very great. So I usually order from Etsy, but it wouldn't get to me in time, so we're taking a risk. We've ordered from Amazon. I've ordered 2 different kinds. One of the kinds will be here today. If it's nice and matches what I normally do, which based off all the photos, it looks like it should match exactly, but you know, photos can be deceptive. So hopefully they're the same, so I can get started on those today. They're supposed to get here this evening, so crossing our fingers. If not, the other batch will be here on Thursday, which is not ideal because that's the day before I need to have absolutely everything packed. So we'll see. But yeah, there's the hot mess. I need to work on all that. Oh, I also found this bowl full of accent markers and other stuff that I'm going to go through and figure out. I might make some larger accent marker sets. Keeping it real over here, we've got cereal and crumbs everywhere. I also found this bowl of buttons, or basket of buttons, and I don't know what the deal is with that, so I'll go through that later after I paint. I also need to paint some tote bags, but yeah. And out here, I've been busy putting all of the markers into these bins, getting them all nice and organized and labeled. Like, I've got the 2024 flock, and I've got one that's full of needle stoppers, and just trying to get them organized and put into bins so that way it's easy to sort and restock. So yeah, just, it's a hot mess here. I got 2 of those bins full of Notion cases and Notion tins. I'm very excited about how many I was able to finish before flock. Got definitely more than I had last year, which is nice. And then I just need to go through that bin and those 2 bins over there and organize them. But for now, I'm gonna get to the painting so I can pour the resin over them so they can start curing. So while they're curing, then I can do all the other jobs. So, back to it. Taking a break from, you know, all the work that I'm supposed to be doing to make bracelets with my sister. Say hi, sister.
Hi, sister.
Ah. Alright, it is Wednesday, so 2 more days to set up, which not really, because I just have tomorrow. But I'm currently trying to go through my stickers and prints and organize them. I still have some that don't have the little like labels on them that they hang off of, so I need to do that to those guys. And then organize them. I, before my last show, organized them by like size or like got sale items and local items, like just organize them a little bit better so that way I could easily find things. So I'm doing that. And then I started going through my bins. I'm not gonna do it all tonight because it's 10:30 right now. See, the house has been ignored. I've got laundry everywhere, and my husband has tomorrow off though, and my kids are going to my mother-in-law's. So I'm probably gonna put my husband to work for a while for me, probably doing the house stuff so I don't have to. He's even gonna, I'm making him make dinner. He got drumsticks that he's gonna grill for me. But anyhow, I need to go through all of these little bins. For the most part, I have them organized with the labels on them, with what's in them. But I just went through, it's really dark in here, guys, sorry. I just went through my bags to see what I have for that. I think I have enough. The main ones that I use are these little ones, because like if somebody's buying like a stitch marker or 2, I can just stick them in those little things, and then they can stick them in their tote bags, because most of the people last year had tote bags, and that just keeps the stitch markers from like snagging on yarn and stuff. So I've got a ton of those. I have even more too, that if I run out like on Saturday or nearing running out, I can come back Saturday night and stamp more and have them for Sunday. But I have some other bags too for if people buy Notion cases or what have you. I mean, if they buy a tote bag, they can carry the tote bag, right? I don't have, I mean, one of those larger bags could probably hold a tote bag, but I can't imagine somebody would buy a tote bag and then not immediately use a tote bag, right? Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I'm getting there. I also have, oh my gosh, you guys, I have, oh, it's so messy in here. I have these 2 tote bags that I'm still not done with. They're the Seattle ones. It just doesn't have the Space Needle yet. We had some of our youth group kids over tonight. It's the last one we're doing because they're all graduated and leaving us. So it was the last one. So I had to wrap it up, but I didn't get the Space Needle on. But I have a stack under here of all the ones that I have finished. Yeah, I will end up with 9 tote bags, which, yeah, not too bad. I wasn't sure if I was going to get them all done. Ideally, in my head, I had wanted to make more, but then once I got 10 bags, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to paint all these. I don't have 10 of them here because I have a tote bag that I'm keeping for myself. I haven't painted anything on it. It will come with me to flock unpainted, but, you know, these ones are more important. So there it is, the chaos. And I'll keep on chaosing. Alright, I'm all packed up. This bin is kind of all the random things. It's got some tote bags, some display stuff, just various oddball items. This bin is full of display and setup items. And then we have the bin full of the product. It may not seem like a lot, but these are really packed in there. And yeah, my husband's like, that's not very much. I was like, yeah, it may only be 1 bin, but that's a lot of product. It really is, I promise you. It's one of those things where my stuff is just really small and compact. And this is more than what I made last year. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And then I've got my pegboard and my bag with some snacks and my water bottle and my purse and some knitting. Not that I think I'll get any knitting time in because it's setup day, but you know, you don't go anywhere without your knitting, right? Now I just wait about 25 minutes for my sister to show up. cannot get over how huge this building is. It's just so enormous. And there's so many vendors in here. It's really nice. I like how much open space there is. I feel like you can like spread out and hang out without being super crowded. It's really cool. Can't wait for tomorrow. Sort of. I'm also very anxious. Hopefully it goes good. I'm also really tired, and we now have to drive back from Seattle back to Snohomish, so it's gonna be great. Alright, I thought I'd kind of take us through day by day of Flock, starting out with Friday, which was our setup day. We left Snohomish around like 12:30ish, loaded up the vehicle, headed for Seattle. We hit traffic, which had us a little stressed because we couldn't recall if setup went until 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. And this setup for Flock takes quite a while because of all the tiny little stitch markers and stuff on this pegboard. So we talked to Jess, and originally it was 5. However, they had some setbacks in the morning, which made it so they had extended to 8. Very grateful for this. It would have been fine. We could have done it in the morning as well, but it was nice to just kind of have it mostly done Friday night and not have to stress about it Saturday morning. The first thing we worked on setting up was our tables, which took a minute because we were playing around with our usual setup, and the idea was thrown out there for a more open feel, but this lady got a little panicked and stressed and was like, I like the idea of having somewhere to hide. So yeah, we went with a variation on our normal setup. And yeah, it took a while to get everything set up, but we made it happen. And I think it looked pretty good when all was said and done. Saturday. Holy freaking cow. That's all I have to say. Yeah, this lady definitely, she was freaking out a little bit, but it's okay. Everything turned out beautifully. There were so many people. Oh, wow. I don't know how to fully process what happened on Saturday. I'm still thinking through it all and processing, I think, still here a week out. But, it was amazing. We had a line coming out our booth for 2 hours, which just freaking blows my mind. You all are so amazing. But I'll talk about that more in a minute. I also kind of wanted to chat a little bit about the Saturday rooftop event, which my sister and I had tickets to. It was kind of just like a gathering knit night thing. And yeah, they had some appetizers and drinks. The appetizers were included in the ticket price. However, the drinks were not, so we had to buy our own drinks. This event, it was cool. It was very pretty. The rooftop was absolutely stunning. An amazing view of the city, and like the gardens up there were full of local and like natural to Washington like plants, which was really neat. However, this is probably not an event that a super introverted person would thrive in. Like me, myself, I'm not very good at approaching people and putting myself out there. So yeah, I felt a little awkward because, I wanted to be up there and be a part of stuff, but I didn't feel like putting myself in some of these groups. So if it's something I were to do again in the future, I would be better about reaching out to people beforehand and chatting with them rather than feeling like I'm on the outside and having to put myself out there at the time of. It's just be a lot easier to, plan meetups beforehand. But it was pretty cool. It was nice. But honestly, I was just so tired after Saturday, so I didn't have a ton of energy for chatting or knitting or anything like that. So yeah, I think the tiredness had something to do with it. Hello. It is 5 to 11 on Saturday night. I am over here stamping bags because I ran out of bags. I brought a huge stack with me, and thought, yeah, this is way more than I brought last time, and you know, yeah, I ran out last time too, but like not by that many, and yeah, I went through them. So got this stack here that I've already stamped. I'm gonna finish stamping these ones, and I'm going to bed. It's so late. I'm so tired. It went amazing today. It was very busy. I'll talk more about it later when I'm not so tired. I'll kind of sort through my thoughts and my feelings and share with you then. I do have another little package of bags here that I think I'm just gonna bring unstamped, and then maybe I'll bring my stamp and my pad in case I need more. I don't anticipate needing that many. Sunday is a slower day usually, but just in case, you never know. I don't know. I wasn't anticipating running out today, but here we are. So I really hope I actually crash and I sleep through the night. Please. And thank you. Okay. Alright, yeah. Sleep. That's a good idea. Then we have Sunday. Sunday, we went in just a little bit later than we had on Saturday because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff we had to do. We just had to kind of fill in some blank spots and clean up a little bit. But it was overall Saturday was like the crazy shopping day. Sunday was the calm, chill shopping day with a lot more hanging out, which was kind of nice. I felt like I was able to actually engage with people who came into the booth more, which I really appreciated and I really enjoyed. I felt like I could actually connect with people when they came in. It wasn't just, okay, hi, yeah, it's great, and here's your item, and okay, bye. It was a lot more like, hey, how are you? And we were able to have conversations about things. So much better. I really enjoyed Sunday. It felt to me kind of like the farmer's market, very chill and relaxed, which was really great. But overall, Flock as a whole, it was amazing. It blew my expectations out of the water, which it did last year too. I don't know why I was surprised that it did that. But I mean, I guess that's because I never want to take this like for granted, like the way that people support me. Like I was blown away at how many people came out to, you know, see my stuff, to see my sister's stuff, to support both of us. Like it was just really amazing. I mean, the fact that I had a line coming out of our booth for 2 hours of people coming in and wanting like my sister's like Flock mugs and my stitch markers. That meant these people knew about me beforehand, like follow me on YouTube or Instagram, and they knew. And like that's just, holy cow, that just blows my mind. And I don't think I can adequately describe how that makes me feel. I just over and over again just want to say thank you. Just wow. Again, I don't know how to properly explain how the whole thing made me feel, but thank you. Wow. Just those two things over and over again. Thank you and wow. The other things I would note for Flock was, like, obviously everybody was very supportive and super nice. I was overwhelmed again by the amount of people, but I feel like I was able to, like, manage it a tiny bit better. Though, according to my sister, my brain broke multiple times and she was laughing at me afterwards because I kept checking out, like, mentally checking out while I was checking people out. Because I was like, there was so much going on. And I did feel like there wasn't enough time to really hang out with anybody throughout the entire event. And then when there was time, we were just so tired and worn out. So next year,
my plan is to pre-plan get-togethers with people, because if it's already planned, I'll go and I'll be so happy I went. But at the time of, I was just tired, and honestly, again, that me reaching out, like, I just feel awkward saying, like, butting myself in with like people and being like, what are you doing? Like, can I hang out with you? Like, that just feels weird and awkward. So I plan on trying to be better about planning ahead to hang out with people. That way, you know, I can feel like we get to experience a little bit of the event, because I feel like the last 2 years have been very much working and then a little bit more working, and not a lot of time to shop, not a lot of time to hang out, which I do regret not getting into more of the booths and actually checking them out. As you're watching, you can see I've recorded some shots of some of the booths, but it was literally me just like rushing around, taking a few videos, and then heading right back to my booth. I have a little bit of like, I wish I had bought that orange yarn from Red Door Fibers, and I didn't do it. And then there was some yarn from Ocean Knits that I wish I had bought that I didn't. I actually had dreams about that Ocean Knit yarn. It was so freaking pretty, and I didn't do it because I was like, I gotta get back. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just continue to dream about it, maybe next year. But yeah, I want to plan to be able to enjoy the event a little bit more next time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it again. Yeah, just making sure next year that my sister and I get the opportunity to enjoy the event and not just work 24/7 leading up to it, and then at the event just being completely wiped. Being able to, you know, get to experience it for what it is.
We'll film you filming. We are like 2 minutes from closing, so take one last look at it before it all gets torn down. Is it time? People are cheering like it's time. Hold on, let me see.
As you can see there, there was Natalie and Kent. They were filming for a vlog that is actually now live on their YouTube, so make sure you go check it out. We were featured because we are one of the local Washington makers, which was really cool that they went around and featured just like the Washington makers. So yeah, but yeah. Next year, one of the other things we want to kind of take a look at is maybe mixing up the booth setup a little bit and possibly having like a counter and trying to make the 10 by 10 booth bigger somehow. Because I mean, I probably cannot afford to do a larger booth, but it would be nice to have more space for people when they're shopping. So I just kind of want to like take a look and see what I can figure out as far as layout and setup and what have you.
And that's all she wrote. For the final wrap up of this vlog, I thought I'd share what I purchased at Flock Fiber Festival. The first thing that I got is my merch. I got a Flock Fiber Festival sweatshirt. I got the size medium because I like it to be extra oversized and cozy. They asked me at the counter if I wanted to see it. I was like, oh no, it's fine. And they're like, are you sure? Because it's pretty big. I was like, good. I like it oversized. I like it big. I like my sweatshirts to be extra chunky and cozy. And other than the merch booth, I only shopped at 2 other booths. The first one was Hello Lavender. First thing, Saturday morning, I went over there because I knew I wanted one of her Flock stitch marker sets. This set has a cute little sheep modeled after one of the little sheep in the Flock design. And then it also has this pretty little flower and a design that says Flock Fiber Festival 2024 on it. I got this green flower set. The colors are very, very me. I like it very much. And then I got one of these granny square marker sets, which I was very excited about being able to get one of these. I had a hard time deciding which color, but I finally settled on this one with the green and the periwinkle. It's very pretty. I can't wait to put this on a project. In the morning, I ended up coming back later and grabbing this from Hello Lavender, but I also got a braid of their fiber. This color is Plant Vibes, and it's 100% Rambouillet. Years ago, probably 2018, I think it was, 19, something like that, Reshma was dyeing yarn, and then this year at Flock, she debuted a lineup of fiber, which is really awesome. It's super pretty, and my plan is to include this in that big giant green spin that I'm currently working up. That'll probably be working on for forever, unless I end up getting a wheel at some point, because yeah, drop spindle's taking me a hot minute. The last purchase I made was from Red Door Fiber Studio. It is coming up a lot more red on the screen than it actually is in person. This is the colorway Mojo Dojo Casa House. It is on her classic sock, which is 75/25, and the plan is to maybe do a mini mock neck out of this, or some sort of tank top. I'm not really sure yet, but if I decide not to though, I'd make a great pair of socks. So yeah, I didn't make a lot of purchases, as you can see, but you know, I didn't have the time, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with where my stash is at the moment. In other words, there's a lot. So I didn't feel like the desire to buy a whole bunch of things or anything like that. I do have a little bit of buyer's remorse for that orange at Red Door Fiber Studios, and then that one really pretty show color from Ocean Knits, but that's okay. Maybe next year I can shop again and see what they have. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to like go back through some of the footage that I had taken from before the show. And then it's always nice to take some time to reflect on it. Again, it was just amazing, and I'm really appreciative of anybody who came out. If you were there, let me know down in the comments. I'm sorry we didn't get more time to talk. Like I said, I'm hoping next year to be better about figuring out a way of being able to engage with you all more, and also planning and making sure that my sister and I get to actually enjoy the event as well as working at the event. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and we will see you in my next video. Bye.